Shalom, praise to Yahweh, Shem Shai, Bashem Kakadash. The honest the apostles, salute to you, brothers, teaching the word in sincerity and in truth. This is a quick news update. Prophecy news updates. So I'm gonna go right into it. It says, World EF, calls to end wasteful private car ownership. It says the globalists say there are too many people own private vehicles for the planet's own good. So there's this WF report, and it says the average car or van in England is just 4%. It's driven just 4% of the time. So let's read some of it. And you know where this one's going. You own, the rest. You own nothing. So the WEF argues that communal sharing of cars is the way forward to lessen global demands for precious metals and fossil fuels. So they're always using that energy stuff. The globalists say there are too many people own private vehicles for the planet's good. Most are barely driven, and a universal model that would take customers from owning to using their cars is the way forward. So that's the point. I could go in more. So I'm not sure what the document is. I haven't got the actual document. Here it says they argue that people should sell their car and walk or share because car sharing platforms such as GetAround and Blue SG have already seized the opportunity to offer vehicles where you pay per hour use. Now, what I want to do, I did a video and when it was on the news, and they were saying, according to the BBC News England, they were saying that basically every car is going to be electric by 2025. That's what they've said. I might come back and pull that footage back up, but that's what they're saying. And it all lines up. Now, another thing that's in this report is it mentions the IEA. It says, let's read some of this. I'm going to show you something. The WF is not alone in seeing almost criminal culpability in anyone who owns a vehicle for private use. It says the International Energy Agency has directed global governments to urgently cut oil supply to domestic customers. They're talking about nudging people out of their private cars. So look at this 10 steps. It says the IEA 10-point plan to drive changes in the behavior of consumers, and they always use a certain type of language. To point one, reduce speed limits on highways by at least 10 kilometers. Many countries already use temporary speed limit reductions on highways, mostly to reduce congestions and air pollution and to improve road safety. We're getting into this grid system, which is gonna be you're gonna be locked in it by the you know what. Okay. You're gonna be locked in that by the you know what. Give me a second here. Revelation 19:10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. And the prophecy links in with this Rev 13. Now, what I want, let me show you something before I carry on with that. Where is it? So you got some animal die-offs here. That's another thing here. Let me go here. Where they at? The IEA, International Energy Agency. So just talking about stuff here, Twitter and all that. 18 hours ago, leaving your car at home every Sunday and cut fuel. You know, you will own nothing and you'll be happy with it. Basically, you know the saying. You know, they own you. And the way of pushing this is by saying that, you know, what people are using and is destroying the earth. So to control that, let's make them use nothing. But that, you see, Scripture says never trust thine enemy. Because he's coming with that spirit of coming, you know, nice. You know, like he's got your best interest at hand. It's not, I can't find it. For his iron rusteth. Wait, give me a second. I don't know if I'm spelling that right. I don't know why it didn't come up. I'm sure, I'll put it in. I don't know. Anyway, Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Yeah. One second. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So we know that this is for an agenda. All of this stuff that they're doing. You got the IE economics. Let's check this. IEA. Got all these European countries involved in it. And this beast system has got these different organizations. Let's see if there's any more on these individuals here. Headquarters in Paris. It's been running for 47 years. Now, just having a quick look here at this. So it's an energy company here. 31 member countries. Now what I'm gonna do, where was I at? All cars, I typed in all cars will be electric. And because they they don't want you to be I mean they're stopping the traveling. You got people right now stuck and trying to get in through Dover and over there. Would you say you know they're trying to get through, but they're stuck. There's traffic jams happening right now and all that, and people trying to get abroad. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And when you're in the grids, you're going to be controlled. Let me get that scripture. Um, the second is just 15:17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Yeah, but like you said, them grids are going to be fucking controlled. The grids are going to be fucking controlled. And while you're in the grid, they're trying to hook you up to this grid, the grid's control tool, which is that, you know what? The digital implant. Okay. I want to get one sec. Number two, work from home up to 3 days a week where possible. Car-free Sundays in cities. Reduce public transport prices. Restricting private cars' use of roads in large cities on alternative weekdays is a measure with a long track record of successful implementation around the world. And there was a couple of movies, man. I'm gonna try and see if I can find them where the cars were all, like remember Knight Rider. So you're saying, yeah, you want to drive, you want to do this, they ain't gonna be running no petrol cars in these grids. So, the way of life that you've known is coming to a close. It's coming to a close. These drivers in Ireland have already been warned that they will be forced off the roads. The population packed into higher density cities under a climate plan which will revolutionize people's lifestyle and behaviors in order to avert a climate apocalypse. This is apparently what they're saying, according to this news report. So yep, this is what they're saying. So the government plans to force people out of private cars because they are the biggest offenders for emissions. When you watch some post-apocalyptic movies, people are walking around, so they're on foot. You got people off the grids. A couple of people have got cars for a bit, and because they've stored up, they got older cars, and they stored up some, gas. But this is just a quick video, and this one, and it ain't just about the cars. You know what I mean? It's not just about the cars. It's about where we're going with things. And like I said, that way of life that you used to, you know, is coming to a close. And a lot of people are going to take that thing because the biggest thing in England right now is everyone's all uproared about, a team never got their football kits. They're talking about it all day about these football kits. You can't get the football kit or some shit. Zombies, man. Anyway, with that, I'm saying shallow wow.